This video is not sponsored by
whoever, okay?
I'll give my personal recommendations on how I have come to read at least
4 books a month.
as long as you
Travel.
from a place to the other every day, you will be able to make full use of my tips. So
Keep on watching.
my name is Bao. My handle is Bao the Bijin. I know so many people at the start of the year, they are like, I want to read more books. It ends up being very hard for them to implement. The problem is that they don't fit it into their routine. The best way to do anything at all is to
Incorporate.
that habit that you want to implement into your life. For anything, exercise, eating healthier. So say you want to exercise. So you find a gym that is near your house or your workplace, or is on the way from your house to the workplace. You know what I mean? I learned this from Atomic Habits. It's one of the books that I've read in
2020.
2021.
and it has become one of my favorite books. I think it may just be somewhere inside.
That shelf over there.
If you want to eat healthier, find a place that is near your house and then eat there every day, or like meal prep so that you know you can easily just bring it along with you for work. And that is actually how my boyfriend and I are doing it right now. Simple things like that. And then how you can put reading into your
Life.
when I started my book reading journey, right, what I did was I started by listening to audiobooks.
Okay.
Don't leave me now, okay?
Why audiobooks is so amazing, so many people put their stamp of approval, right, is really because it's so convenient to do so. When I'm driving, especially in the US, I think so many people drive, you can play an audiobook and listen to it on the go. I feel like this is one of the best ways already. It's so easy and it's just like that time of commute from the place wherever you're gonna go and back, right, that time is basically like
Wasted.
if you are just listening to music. So why not replace that with listening to an audiobook? That is really how I think, and that's how I actually started my audiobook journey. So if you're thinking,
I always zone out when I listen to audiobooks.
it's the same for me when I first started. At least for the first 6 months when I listened to audiobooks.
Even now,
I think even now, I always have to rewind
Huh?
because halfway in, maybe like even 2 minutes, 3 minutes in, I would be
daydreaming.
about something else or thinking about
Something that I have to do.
So when you catch that happening, just pause the audiobook, rewind, think about what you want to think about, and then you can continue. Audiobook listening, it also requires
Training.
with enough training, you actually really can make yourself listen to audiobooks and absorb that knowledge. Don't think that things will just drop down from the sky in like one day. You want to get it?
You have to learn.
People always think of obstacles that are stopping them, but it doesn't even make sense because these obstacles are like,
Really small.
I don't want it to be you. There's no reason to be not listening to audiobooks or not increasing your knowledge. Unless it is at the end of the day. If you really think you need to relax, then
Fine.
but I really feel like if you want to push yourself a little bit more, maybe the last 10 minutes of your commute, you listen to music, you wind down. That's how you can clear so many books in a month. That's really my tip of the day. It is amazing to be reading.
So much.
It really expands your horizons. Last time I was super
Jealous.
of people who make YouTube videos, okay? But after reading The Artist's Way, so the book is here. I actually listened to this book, okay? Look how thick it is. I listened to it and then I decided I love it so much that I went to buy it. This book made me stop being so jealous of people who are just doing their own thing. Actually, I have a video on this and it's right.
Yeah.
The tips from inside is from this book and from my own experience.
Becoming a YouTuber and stuff.
Honestly, we stopped learning after school. You can be saying,
Oh, but I also learn a lot at my job.
yes, it's true that you are learning daily from your job, but how about additional life knowledge? How about productivity? How about making your life more efficient? How to manage your relationships better? These are all extra knowledge that you can also bring into your work and also your life. Second is to move your environment such that you can incorporate reading into your life. So now I am using an ebook reader. So it's not a Kindle because I really dislike
Kindle.
just because I can't borrow books from my public library. I hate that part of it so much because it means that I have to buy every single ebook of Amazon. Okay, you see, if I have read a book, I like it, I will buy it. Maybe that's not the case for most people, but that's for me. I want to see the whole book, okay? Right now, knowledge is so easily available that I don't really want to pay for a book that I don't like.
Ultimately.
That's why I want to be able to borrow books of library that is the free source that
My government.
pays a lot of money for. Do you know how much Singapore government pays for education every year?
Any Google.
In financial year 2022, according to Statista.com, we spent 13.25 billion Singapore dollars on education itself, okay?
Maybe it's on building schools also, so I'm not very sure.
But this is how much money our government is giving to us for
Free!
There's so much free resources out there. I think there are some books that are a little bit off-putting. Like, okay, I won't say one book, okay? But there are some books that I ultimately didn't like, and that's why I didn't buy, okay? But you need to give me that choice to see for myself. There are a few books that I ended up borrowing a few times also because I was still kind of unwilling to buy, but I kind of want the knowledge also. So call me whatever, call me a cheap ass, okay? I really don't want to. That's why an e-reader that is not Kindle, that can let you borrow library books will be the best. So find an e-reader. What I'm using now is, what is it called? It's the Onyx Books. I have the cheapest version, which is this black ink. Response is very
Slow?
but it gets the job done. So it actually uses Google Play App Store. So I find that very useful because I can download Libby, Libby, the app, and then I can find my public library and borrow ebooks from there. So this e-reader, where is it? It's in my everyday bag, so I'll bring it along. And then when I have little pockets of time while waiting to meet people, you can watch my video here on how to be punctual. These are my tips from a
Very late person.
when you are punctual. What happens? There are so many people that are late. That pocket of time, you can also use it to read. It's only like this size, okay? It's so small. Even my phone is okay, my phone is a little bit smaller. Then it doesn't ruin your eyes. My problem with using apps to read my ebooks is really just the eyes thing, you know. I did LASIK surgery before, so I don't want it to deteriorate. Niga, I think he said that he has to wear specs again because he didn't take care of his eyes, or maybe LASIK surgery just wait another 5 years and you'll see, because I did mine in 2019. If you don't want to be listening to books, but you are able to be sedentary on a train or on the bus, ebook reader will be your second best bet after audiobook. I like audiobooks because I don't want my eyes to be
Compromise?
I want it to be free and I don't want it to hurt my eyes. That's why audiobooks and also an ebook reader that lets me borrow books for free will be the best. My audiobooks are also borrowed from my library. What you need is Libby the app. Then you have to find a public library. That's where
All your resources are open to you.
and you are the only person stopping yourself from not absorbing more knowledge from the world. Another way that you can read more is whatever book that you want to read, put it on your bedside. So you can read a few pages. Even one page is better than nothing. One page every day, if there's like 500 pages, can be done in 500 days, and that's 1 year plus. It'll take 1 year plus to read a book.
You sure?
A book that I want to recommend is Atomic Habits. It really built the base on how I read more books, establish better habits. This is the one book that I always recommend to people in addition to Daring Greatly. These are the two books that I absolutely love and I recommend to my friends, and I think it works for everyone, okay? I really hope that all the books in the world can have more readers, have more listeners, because a lot of money has been spent by our governments already, okay? Another tip I really think about it a lot is something that I've learned from the Almanac of Naval Ravikant. A thing that he has said is that he doesn't actually finish reading his books. Who says that you have to finish reading books? So if you always think of it like a
Big.
It is so thick, there are so many pages, right?
just pick out the parts that are relevant to you and then read those parts. But of course you can't do that with audiobooks unless they have chapters, but some of the older books they actually don't have chapters for you. So you don't be like must do things step by step and always be doing things a certain way. Don't be so caught up with the idea of
Oh, I must finish this whole book.
what you actually take away from the book are the points that are actually relevant to you. So after reading many books, I have come to realize that the points that I remember are really things that I actually apply and hence are relevant today. That's really about it. So if you enjoy this content, let me know. If you like me, you can like and subscribe. And also share with your friends who keep saying, hey, I want to read more books, and then they end up like they didn't read more books. Also let me know down in the comments what you want me to go into, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!